Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. For the past 2 weeks, I've taken a trip down here to San Francisco with my wife, and when I was here last week, we stayed in La Quinta, and I brought a suitcase down to take some of her stuff home with her. So my backpack was pretty light. I only had like my journal and my bullet journal in here, and then just my normal gear. But I threw all my clothes in that backpack. Or the suitcase rather, and then brought all her stuff home. When I came down yesterday, I only brought my backpack, only intending to stay today, and I was able to put clothes just right here in this bottom section, and then I keep my journal, bullet journal, and the book I'm reading, and my water bottle up in the main pack. And so I put on all fresh clothes. You know, I always take a shower and put on fresh clothes before I get on the airplane or travel. And so I did that. I brought a couple extra shirts, a couple pairs of underwear and socks and all that. As it turns out, can't fly out. It's overcast and it's snowing in Eugene right now. So my flight got canceled. So I'm going to be here at least one more day, hoping to get home yesterday. But with that, I kind of just packed a shirt to work out in, a pair of shorts. I had my one pair of jeans, one pair of shoes. But because I had a couple pairs of shirts and socks, I should be able to get through just fine. I did bring some stuff this time that really kind of helped. I brought it before, but I haven't had to use it. I brought emergency, the packet, so I can just throw it in my water bottle. I woke up really kind of dried out this morning. And then I also put in this big old pill bottle some peanut M&Ms. That kind of helped me out last night when I was a little bit hungry before I went to bed. Before I went and worked out in the gym this morning, I ate a couple peanut M&Ms to just kind of get something going in my stomach. And then also, you know, I just carry different pills. I've got acetaminophen, Advil, Tylenol, that kind of thing in there, and had a little bit of a headache this morning, so I took that, and actually a muscle ache, so I took some Advil. But a lot of that stuff I'm just using. So when I went walking in South San Francisco last week, it's an area that I'm not familiar with. I grew up about 35 miles from here in East Bay, and I went to San Francisco a lot growing up, all through my teenage years into my early 20s. But I hadn't really been in South San Francisco, and it was kind of an industrial area. So I walked around, actually found a broomstick that was laying in the street. So I just carried that as a walking stick. That way I could kind of create some space if, you know, anyone tried to do anything. As it turned out, I was fine. What I forgot to do was, I've got this Phoenix flashlight, and this is the one, this is my PD35, 1700 lumens. It's got the tail cap, so I really like that. And I had it with me, but I didn't think to take it out with me walking last week. So being here, I thought, okay, I'm going to take this with me. It's really bright. It's easy to deploy with the tail cap. And because of martial arts training and stuff, I know how to do a lot of things with pressure points and joint locks and that kind of thing. So a lot of the stuff that I just typically have with me, I've used this time on this trip. But by planning ahead and having a couple extra pairs of shirts, underwear, 2 different types of socks, a pair of workout shorts, we're staying in a loft. And this is a really kind of a cool modern hotel, but it had a good gym. So I was able to go down and work out with some free weights and things like that. So a lot of the stuff that I typically carry with me that I don't use a lot, I have used today on this trip. So when you're going, you know, I really didn't think flying here, because it's just rain right now, that I was going to get stuck here overnight. And thankfully we're able to get the hotel for one more night, and hoping to jump on that flight and be able to get back to Eugene tomorrow. But had I just had, you know, one extra shirt, no extra socks, underwear, that kind of thing, it maybe be kind of a miserable trip. But all of the clothing I was able to store right there in this small spot. And I did that video recently about sewing up my backpack. and that's just holding up really well. So this thing continues to travel well for me. And this is going to be my go-to backpack as I continue to travel. It does well on a quick overnighter, and it does well when I've just got some basics and pulling a suitcase with me. So I'd love to hear, has anyone else run into problems with weather or traveling, getting stuck? Different things like that. The weather across the country is really crazy right now. It's even postponing NFL playoff games today. So I'd love to hear any situations of what's going on with people and how you have prepared, maybe in a way that made your circumstances any better, or things that you're going to use now going forward based on difficulties you've run into. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.